One go. So you're just playing with it now?
Let's do that one more time. So today, we're not. What happened? What's going on?
So Sam Joel sends his apologies. He's had some emergency work come up. He's busy with this GiveTree project, so he's asked to reschedule it. Which, you know, this day and age, we go with the flow. We go with the flow. So Sam, focus on what you're doing. We'll catch you next week. But we thought, well, we'll just jump on live anyway. And if anyone wants to jump in the comments, today we're going to talk about the NFT marketplace. But yeah, if anyone out there is into NFTs or has something they want to share and have a chat about it, just jump in the comments. But Sandro, what are your thoughts on NFTs?
I don't even want to put my 2 cents on this, because I think 2 cents from my own. I'm probably going to do it anyway. NFTs have come way too soon. It came in to flood and shake the market with all of these things, but it wasn't planned out too well. To me, it wasn't planned out in a sense of how they just put something out there thinking that something will work because of what artists create and the true ownership of something. Because all it really comes down to is the ownership of the digital piece of data or art or music or whatever it might be. And there was this big thing that exploded a while back, especially with Gary Vee even coming out with his own communities, and so many different communities that stem out of that. And there's, I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on NFTs. I believe that it's not worth anything at this point. And I believe there's a better solution around it, which I won't reveal because I'd like to come out with my own eventually. So we'll come out with something once the market is right for it. Now, I believe it's not worth anything at the moment, because what's the value? It's like putting value on digital art just to own it. And the whole idea eventually is to put it into metaverse, right? Into the metaverse, and the metaverse isn't really or some sort of a place for virtual art, or so people don't even get to go out and see this art, but they need to go to some sort of a virtual world to see it or even listen to it. And it's not there. That technology is not here yet. It's arrived. It's been tested. People have not really come into it, but eventually it will. And I believe there's room for it. The time's just not there yet. And I think I've already explained some of the ideas I had in the past with you, which I won't share here yet. And I believe that's one of the best ways of having it. Again, I won't reveal it, because I think there's a good idea in that. And if anyone else comes out with it, great. And kudos to them for bringing something like it. But when we talked about bringing, we talked about Web 3, Web 4, and then Web 5. And how we talked about Web 5 and how to structure it, that would be the ideal time to do it. But now it's not the time. What are your thoughts?
It's an interesting concept. It's one personally I haven't dived into. However, I've wanted to get more of an understanding and be around it. So jumping in communities and listening to what people are doing, and yeah, it hasn't been there. I haven't seen it to get into. However, there's so many communities of these NFT projects, and just been trying to get an understanding of it. So it'd be great to have a chat to Sam and his project, because it actually has um, this giving to being able to generate NFTs and donate to charity. So it has a good benefit to it, and yeah, just surrounding yourself with the people that are in these environments that are building it out, and that's what it's about. It's again, I see there's a future there, and the tech's there for it, but these things will take time to, um, I guess, piece together. They'll take. So there's definitely something there, and
Maybe we
but
should
if we don't,
explain what NFT means, what it is, because a lot of people who's currently listening to this is like, "What's an NFT? What's an NFT to you?"
and I guess that's where I'm trying to work it out myself, and I'm trying to tie it back to, is it something like, say, collector cards? So say Pokemon cards, where there's a community of people that are playing Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got these highly desirable cards and less desirable cards, and obviously it's a huge community, and then you've got particular cards that maybe there's not many of, so they're high in demand. And I guess I'm trying to relate NFTs and the whole digital side of things to that and how it works. Again, fresh in there. There's all these communities, and just getting to know it more. Um, I think in the early stages there, people were making lots of money and people were losing lots of money in it. Uh, and then being in these communities as well, I've joined a couple just to see what's going on and connect with people. And there's all different ones out there. And I guess at the end of the day is what is the focus of that particular community and what makes it valuable. Because you're seeing people, there's
I think we have to
obviously
start with the basics. The basics is it is a fungible token. So that means it is it is some sort of art, some sort of something digital. It could be music. It could be something that is created in digital format that would be placed into a blockchain of what it is and what it looks like. It could be an image. An image is stored into this blockchain to say that this blockchain is now storing, like, say, an image of, like, say, Picasso, right? Like, say, even a Picasso art that was created with new artists that created something. It's this art that's created only in digital format that people can purchase off the original artist at a given price, and that price could be anything. There's some art that was sold for, like, millions of dollars just for art itself. Now this digital art is actually stored in the blockchain of what it is, and the owner of or say the artist is also included into this blockchain. Plus the person that had purchased it, or the actual owner of that digital copyrighted into this NFT blockchain, is now owned by someone else because they purchased it directly from the artist. So now the benefits of this is that the artist immediately gets some sort of they get compensated immediately from being able to sell their art, their music, whatever it might be, right? That could be sold to someone. And in that, it is then not only owned by this one person, it is now able to be displayed in, say, in virtual reality, which is what was meant to be done with the whole process. Because say if any of you have followed Gary Vee in that respect, that he wanted to create and he created a whole marketplace. So he's done something a little bit smarter and be the middleman of exchanging, created a whole marketplace for it. So not only did he control parts of the funds transferring in, he's getting 1% out of every single transaction, which is probably one of the smartest things that anyone could do, right? At any given time, because that's a whole different story. But let me come back to that.
Did I get a blue tick with that result? No? Yes?
Blue tick would be good, but
anyway, continue.
I don't want a blue tick. Give me a red tick. Just not the ticks that you get from the not the ticks that you get after summer and just being underneath a tree or anything. Like, nah.
You won't get those ones in the metaverse.
Oh, do you? Can you? That'd be funny. Anyway, you go into metaverse, this virtual reality, and you're able to charge people. I love this concept of being able to charge to see or hear music that you are able to charge in this virtual reality just to listen to a song that was released in this one place, or this person is performing it and you're the only one that can see it. You can only see it if you actually went into this virtual reality and paid to compensate that artist or the person who owns it. And that's what NFT comes down for me anyway, and from my own understanding, and that's what it is. So that's the basics from my end and my own understanding. If anyone else has their own understanding to it, yeah, please leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments, and if you want to join this conversation or be part of this conversation, let us know. Let's bring more people into this that know more about NFTs. But then, yeah, anything from your side?
Yeah, I don't think it's to be dismissed. There's definitely something there in the future. And if we don't do these things and test and play with them now, how do we know how do we know the benefits of it? That's where I'm at with it. It's and again, it's just hanging around and talking to people that are in it, and hence having a chat to Sam, who's heavily involved in it, and getting their take. That's what this is all about. So, yeah. Anyway, that was all today. We'll catch Sam next week and have a chat about GiveTree. Otherwise, yeah, there was nothing else really to talk about, I guess.
I like being able to switch the videos. So I'm just going to play around with the videos. I keep doing this. Does that mess with you?
All right.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's unless you want to talk about something else.
No, that's it. Like, it's interesting nonetheless. It'll be good to hear different viewpoints on this.
Yes, absolutely.
Until next week, I guess. Have you got something else?
Just thinking more, because my brain takes a little while to kick in. Yeah, there's just a massive, again, coming back to the basics and focus on the communities and what do they get from it. that's where. So what I'm seeing at the moment is that people have lost a lot of money in it, and there's a bit of tension in some of these groups too. So yeah, checking in on people, checking in on the communities, and seeing how they're going, because it's pretty wild out there at the moment, and we've just got to come back and check on our friends.
Yeah,
that's the mischief up. Until next week.
Until next week. All
We'll
right.
Sam. See ya.
See you all. Bye.